What's going on, Guru Nation? Today I'm sitting in my kitchen, chilling, meditating, vibing, and I got to thinking, WTF are beets? I want to talk a little nutrition with you guys tonight, but since you guys are gurus, this isn't nutrition talk. This is goo-trition talk. I don't know about you guys, but if you follow health products, health foods, and you're looking at the trends like I am, you would probably see that beets are growing in popularity. Products that have beets in them. So, first off, what are beets? So, over the last couple months, I've seen a whole slew of new juices, products, different foods containing beets. And, I hear a whole lot of talk about the health properties of beets and how they're an essential part of, a balanced, healthy diet. So, I'm like, what are beets? Growing up, I remember beets being, ew, that's nasty. Sometimes it came with Thanksgiving, and you're like, I'm good off that. I'm just going to eat this turkey and potatoes. I thought beets tasted nasty. I wasn't a big fan at all. I didn't really know too many people that were a big fan of them. Actually, one of my boys described the taste of beets. Like, beets taste like a wet, moldy basement smells. And, he's kind of on the money with that. But we got to kind of look past taste and see beets for what they really are. Alright guys, so I'm going to go into the history of beets. So the wild beet is the ancestor of the beet that we're familiar with today. And the wild beet is thought to have grown along the shores of North Africa, Europe, Asia in the prehistoric times. And humanity ate the beets, but they only actually cultivated the greens rather than the roots. The ancient Romans were the first people thought to start cultivating the beets for the roots. And as other tribes invaded ancient Rome, the popularity of beets spread through northern Europe. Beets really became popular in the 19th century when it was found out that beets are, when concentrated, a great source of sugar, and there was actually sugar factories in Poland that used beets. Today the leading producers of beets are the United States, Poland, Germany, France, and basically, Western to Central European countries. Beets belong to the chenopod family, so that would include beets, quinoa, chard, and spinach. So it's no secret that beets are an excellent source of folate and a great source of manganese, potassium, copper, fiber, magnesium, phosphorus, vitamin C, iron, and vitamin B6. Beets are known to be a unique source of a phytonutrient called betalains. The betalains found in beets have actually been proven to provide antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and detoxification support in the body. So that's very cool stuff, guys. When talking about the betalains that are found within beets, it should definitely be mentioned that they lose their nutrient density very quickly when cooked compared to other similar foods. So they recommend that you only cook your beets or roast your beets for 15 minutes tops in order to prevent losing the nutritional properties of those betalains found within. Gurus don't follow nutrition, as you guys know. Gurus follow goo-trition. So I've been reading all this stuff on the health benefits that come with eating beets, but I think one of the things that all the talk was lacking was actual studies. So I got on my computer and, I was looking for some studies that correlated the consumption of beets, with good health. And I found some cool stuff here. So one of these so in recent lab studies on human tumor cells, betanin pigments from beets have been shown to lessen tumor cell growth through a number of mechanisms, including inhibition of pro-inflammatory enzymes. The tumor cell types tested in these studies include tumor cells from colon, stomach, nerve, lung, breast, prostate, and testicular tissue. While lab studies by themselves are not proof, of any cancer fighting or anti-cancer benefits from beets, the results of these studies are encouraging researchers to look more closely into the value of beets and, what exactly is going on when you consume these beets. Alright guys, just going to share with you a couple more notes that I took on beets. So it's important to note two other areas, the two main areas of potential health benefits associated with beets. So the anti-cancer, which we talked about, and fiber related benefits. So let's talk about the anti-cancer first. The combination of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory molecules in beets makes the food a highly likely candidate for risk reduction of many cancers. Right off the bat, anything remotely that could make that statement is very cool, very worth looking into. So lab studies on human tumor cells have confirmed this, and like we talked about on the colon, stomach, nerve, lung, breast, prostate, and testicular cancers. Eventually, we expect to see large-scale human studies that show the risk-reducing effect of dietary beet intake for many of these cancer types. So guys, very cool. So beet fiber has also been a nutrient of increasing interest in health research as of late. While many people tend to lump all food fiber into one single category called dietary fiber, there is evidence to suggest that all dietary fiber is not the same. So beet fiber, along with carrot fiber, are two specific types of food fiber that may provide special health benefits, particularly with respect to health of our digestive tract, so preventing colon cancer long term, and our cardiovascular system. Alright guys, we got the boring part out of the way. We talked about the science, we talked about all the little stuff going on within the human body when we consume beets. So now let's talk about how we can eat beets without actually eating beets, because let's be real, they taste pretty weird. So how can we eat beets in a delicious way? And it's funny, I've been in stores lately over the last couple months, and I've been seeing more and more stuff with beets in it. So I found basically some accessible and delicious beet juice mixtures. So the first one, I have Suja sweet beets, very good. It also has apple, carrot, banana, orange, pineapple, gluten-free, vegan. Super good drink, super good brand. I don't know if you guys have tried Suja yet, but definitely something to look into. So moving on. So we got naked, cold pressed, bold beet. So it's got beets, carrots, cucumber, apple, lemon, orange, ginger. It's very good. Naked juice has kind of fallen off, so I think the cold pressed juices is a way for them to keep up with the Sujas out there. But this is, it tastes really good. It energizes you. So a good product. So moving on, we got Beetology. So it's beets, lemon, and ginger. It's very pure. It's organic. It doesn't taste bad. Beets are one of those things that you have to acquire a taste for. Like I said earlier, my buddy said that they taste like a moldy basement smells. It's kind of on the money, but it's kind of the same thing when you drink carrot juice. Don't imagine juice, just imagine ground up carrots. Anyway, moving on. So I haven't seen this one. I actually haven't tried this one yet either. So it's Legacy Juice Works. So it's heart beets. It's got beets, carrot, apple, ginger, lemon. You know, it seems like a good product. It's got the beets in it. Yep, it's vegan, gluten-free. Just an unpopular brand at the moment, but definitely something, you know, I would drink. Okay, so moving on, we have, we've got some beet chips. So these are beet chips, whole grain chips made by the Better Chip. They're vegan. So, you know, and on the back they just kind of show some delicious ways you could eat it: hummus, yogurt spread, garlic spread, whatever. So it's kind of cool. I haven't tried them yet, honestly, but you know, the nutritional facts dominate those of regular chips. So it's like, you know what, it's worth a try. You want to eat chips, try some beet chips. Moving on, we've just got regular beets in a can. Guys, I don't recommend it like this. A, I don't recommend canned food, but B, this looks gross. And I think honestly beets by themselves are gross unless you acquire a taste for them. So these juices you see here, definitely a way to consume beets without the nasty beet taste. I just wanted to share one final note that I had on beets with you guys. So an estimated 10 to 15% of all US adults experience beeturia. So it's a reddening of the urine after consumption of beets in everyday amounts. So while this phenomenon is not considered harmful in itself, it may be a possible indicator of the need for healthcare guidance in one particular set of circumstances involving problems with iron metabolism. So individuals with iron deficiency, iron excess, or specific problems with iron metabolism are much more likely to experience beeturia than individuals with healthy iron metabolisms. So for this reason, if you experience beeturia and have any reason to suspect iron-related problems, I would definitely recommend going to your physician and, you know, checking to see if you have an iron deficiency or an iron-related problem. So guys, as I mentioned, the health benefits that come with consuming beets are basically undeniable. So at least give them a try in your diet. I mentioned those juices that are on the market that make the consumption of beets enjoyable. So give them a try, and guys, feel free to give me some feedback on this because it's still new to me, but it's something I've regularly incorporated into my diet, and I've honestly been seeing some energy benefits and just some feel-good benefits. So I wanted to share this with you guys. And as always, Guru family, thank you for joining me in my lair. You know, thanks for listening. Just a quick video about beets for you guys. Add them into your diet if you want. Guys, peace out. Much love to my Guru community. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. This whole channel, it's made out of love. That's my only agenda. There's no ulterior motive here. It's basically love. So guys, if there's one thing you could learn from this video, if you don't care about beets, learn about love, man. Love thy neighbor, love God. Much love. Peace out.
Bye.